Holy fuck. So guys, if you have not seen Begonia, holy shit, you need to see this movie ASAP, guys. I watched it last night because I heard it was really good. I heard it got nominated for Oscars. And I'm generally speaking opposed. I think the Oscars are kind of dumb because it's just a bunch of rich people telling us what movies are good and what movies aren't good and stuff like that. So I genuinely think it's kind of stupid, so I don't put too much stock into that. But nonetheless, it still does put movies on my radar sometimes. So I decided to check it out with my wife last night. And guys, holy fuck. I shit you not. This entire movie, it was a fucking roller coaster, bro. The whole movie, I was kind of sitting there okay, this is total Oscar bait. Very artsy, very out there. And honestly, I was kind of fuck this movie by the end. But then the ending happens, and I was like, no fucking way. And it totally changed it for me. I was like, Jesus Christ. This movie's crazy as fuck. So yeah, if you haven't seen it, you need to see it. I don't want to get into too many spoilers. I might honestly have a spoiler section later in this video. So I'll start with the spoiler-free review. But dude, this movie's an A in my book. This movie is a fucking A. It starts out, so Emma Stone plays the CEO of a pharmaceutical company. And so she's obviously just kind of a bitch. You can kind of tell right off the bat. It's okay, this lady sucks. It did a really good job of encapsulating corporate horribleness and greed and stuff like that, and just a boss who kind of sucks. Blah blah blah. She's talking about oh, we need to make it so that people can go home to boost morale, unless we have work to do, in which case they need to stay late, and stuff like that. So yeah, it's very exploitative of its employees, the company is. And she basically gets kidnapped by these two guys who are conspiracy theorists. And it's Jesse Plemons, I believe is his name, which, by the way, really good actor. He's super creepy in everything I see him in. Breaking Bad was one where I was like, dude, this guy has to be some sort of fucking psychopath or sociopath or something like that. And then, yeah, so he is just creepy as fuck. Super creepy in this too, weird as fuck. And his friend, who's not all mentally there, I think he's a little slow or something like that. I don't know if he's has some sort of mental disorder or something like that. I don't really know. But anyways, they're both kind of weird, but they kidnap the CEO of this company and hold her hostage in her basement, and they say that she's an alien. They're telling her she's an alien, and the whole movie is just kind of going through just kind of unfolding what they do to her and stuff like that. They're also beekeepers, which is interesting. I didn't really understand the the relevance of that until after the movie, and then I was like, holy shit. But yeah, guys, this movie is crazy. The acting's great. It is a little bit of a slow burn. It's definitely a slow burn. But if you stay till the end, you will not regret it. I promise you. I almost wanted to turn it off, but by the time the ending happened, I am so happy I watched the whole thing, guys. This movie is an ass. It just ass blasted me in the best meaning of that term possible. You will get ass blasted if you watch this movie in a great way. I was getting ass blasted negatively, and then I got ass blasted positively by the time the movie was over. But yeah, guys, go see this movie. Okay, so that's the spoiler-free. Movie's an A. I will say acting, very unique cinematography. It's a weird aspect ratio that's I don't know why that. It's fucking Oscar bait, guys. This movie is fucking Oscar bait to the max. They were just going on an Oscar campaign, you could tell. But it kind of worked, guys. I don't know if it won any Oscars. Honestly, I don't know. I should have probably looked up the other guy's name, the mentally challenged guy. But yeah, all the acting was great. And there's only a couple of characters in this entire movie. But yeah, A movie. Story, acting, cinematography was, for me, the cinematography, actually, maybe I'll give it an A-, because I'm like, yo, what is the deal with this fucking weird-ass aspect ratio and all the... It kind of looks like it was filmed on a phone, like an iPhone, and it looks like it's very, bright, and the color grading is weird and stuff, so there were certain things that could be improved about it, but the story, everything else, amazing. So, I'll get into some spoilers. So, spoiler warning, okay? If you're watching, if you haven't seen it, I'm going to get into spoilers now, okay? So, they're saying she's an alien, and the whole time you're just like, who the fuck, where is this going? These guys are fucking crazy. I honestly just wanted to like stop watching after a little bit. I was like, yo, like fuck this. Like who cares? They're fucking weird and crazy. And you get to the end and you realize they finally reveal, holy fuck, this guy's telling the truth. She literally is an alien. And I did not see that coming. I was like, yo, what? So I was getting pissed off at the movie. I was like, oh god, just make it stop. And then they hit you with that fucking bomb, and you're just like, and it instantly, I was fucking sold on this movie. I was like, no way. So she's an alien, and they show her on the fucking spaceship or whatever, and you're like, what? These people were fucking right? Because they seem insane. But no, they're the most sane people, and they make you as an audience member feel like a fucking idiot for thinking, just immediately writing them off as crazy. So it was one of those things where it just totally played with my head. I was like, well, yo, I'm the fucking crazy one. Like, these guys were telling the truth. This lady literally is an alien, and they're like studying people and stuff like that. And she goes to the mothership. So Jesse Plemons dies because he gets locked in a closet and his head explodes and all this stuff. And that part, there's a decent bit of gore in it, and that, I thought that it was just practical effects. And honestly, that was pretty cool, a pretty cool addition to the movie. But when you find out she's an alien, I'm like, guys, to say I was ass blasted is an understatement. Like, I was like, no way, I'm such a dumbass. Like, they make you feel stupid, they trick you as an audience member, and it's so cool to see a movie do that, because it's not like run of the mill. There's nothing about it. Like, there was no part of me whatsoever that thought that these guys were telling the truth. None. And when they reveal it, it was like, Jesus Christ. Okay, now I'm sold on this movie. And basically, so she gets busted. She goes back to the spaceship. And then I can tell they spent all of their budget on the last like 5 minutes of this movie, guys. Because basically, so they're like, oh, it's not worth it. They decide to end all life on Earth. She has this like this dome or whatever, and it's just boom, and everybody dies, and it has all these shots of a bunch of just dead bodies everywhere. And I was like, yo, what the fuck? That part was so sick. I was like, oh my god. Like, it shows like cars on the freeway and like just people in office buildings like lying there dead and stuff. And I was like, Jesus Christ, that was ambitious, and that was crazy, and that was like so unique. And it was just, oh my god, the more I talk about this movie, guys, the more I like it. I think I might watch it again today and see what I like missed. I think I'm going to do that actually when I turn this video off. But guys, go watch Begonia. I honestly am like just speechless. Like, this movie is fucking awesome. So yeah, go check it out. I'll give it an A- or an A. I'm just going to give it an A. I'll give it an A. Maybe even an A+. Who gives a fuck? So yeah, watch Begonia. You will not regret it. Yeah, guys, thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe also. We need more subscribers, so subscribe, like, and comment. Thank you. Have a good one.